What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts One Piece Greatness Marshall D. Teach, or Blackbeard. This is his Four Emperors look, or basically the look he has in the current arc of One Piece. Now, this is a review I am super late on, so I'm going to go ahead and get right to it, starting off with the sexy packaging. Now, when it comes to the box, it's pretty much the same thing we've been getting with all the One Piece figures, except for the fact that it is extremely huge. At the top corner, it does say One Piece. You've got the window where you can see the figure. It says Marshall D. Teach on the front, which may or may not be her or their name. You've got some images of the figure along the front and the side to Machinations Bandai at the bottom. Then, of course, on the back, you've got the figure posed up, showing off the non-existent accessories, some of the posability, and then a bunch of stuff I can't read at the bottom because I imported this figure. Now, again, without wasting time, let's get this guy out of the box. Now, sadly, the reviews I've been doing that have been late haven't really been doing numbers, man. So I'm going to run through this guy pretty quickly. I'm going to be real with y'all. Tamashii Nations did go all in with this figure to an extent. I'm going to try to give them as much credit as possible, but obviously there are some things that need to be called out. One of those is definitely not the sculpt work and detail, man. You can tell they really put a whole lot into this figure. You can see we've got Blackbeard with this crazy hat design, man. There's a whole lot of sculpted plastic going on in here, whole lot of paint work. It's very, very clean in all of these areas. You can see you got the Velcro in the back. We'll get to that later. But yeah, very, very, very clean. The eyes and everything look good. The teeth, amazing. He's got the Usopp nose going on, the very long beard with the three ponytails, the earrings sticking out. The body of this guy just looks so good. Honestly, let me back up. The body on this guy looks amazing, man. They really, really went all in when it comes to the sculpt work, detail, and the paint. I know I said that already, but I'm dead serious. The arms, sleeves, whole bunch of wrinkles sculpted in there. You've got the jacket with the buttons at the sleeve. Then you've got the extra sleeve underneath here. You've got his hands that have got these really dope rings on them, man. I am truly, truly feeling this. And I know that this was probably a lot of money to sculpt several sets of hands. So again, cost effective. I'm not going to talk too much about cost, but I am. You'll see. But yeah, man, this looks so good. I really love what they did with the jacket. The ridges and everything looks so good. The purples, the reds, the whites. The rest of it is just black, except for at the bottom. You can see you've got the purple trim here looking good. The pants are painted nicely. Honestly, the weakest part about this figure is probably the stomach, but I mean, that's exactly how it looks in the anime, so I can't really complain about that. The pants just good all the way down to the boots, man. The big feet. This guy works so well in SH Figuarts form, and I did not think that he would, but I am pleasantly surprised with how this figure turned out. So overall, when it comes to sculpt work, detail, and aesthetics, this guy looks like he walked right out of the anime, and saying that about a One Piece character with these proportions says a lot. So good job, Tamashii Nations. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Now, when it comes to the height on this guy, he is enormous, just like he's supposed to be. As you can see, to the top of his forehead, he's right at about 8 inches. To the top of his hat, he's about 9 inches. So very, very tall figure. And I think he's going to fit in scale very well with the rest of the figures in the line. But of course, we'll get to the size comparisons a bit later. Moving on to articulation, this is where things get a little interesting. So he only looks up about that much, which isn't really much at all. He looks down a whole lot better, but of course, once that beard touches the chest, you're not going to get anything out of that. And then the hat does come off. Was not expecting that. And then it just made me realize how small his face is in comparison to the rest of his body. Look at that. That is crazy, man. These One Piece characters and their proportions. He does get some tilt and turn. So, yeah, that does work. There you go. So, Let me put this hat back on. That is, I never realized that. Anyway, arms do go up, out, and around all the way. They are kind of on this Revoltech-ish look, so you get some gapping in there at the shoulders. Not really a fan of that, but there is some good to it. When it comes to bringing them forward, not the arm popping off. Wait a minute. Probably because I was messing with it. There we go. When it comes to bringing the arms forward, as you guys can see, they come all the way in, like right over his chest. So that's very good. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Actually, let's see. Why does this one feel like it doesn't want to bend? They are double jointed, but they kind of stop right there. But if you want to use these for like blocking poses, Luffy's about to punch him to get his get back, you can do that. So that's cool. He doesn't have any kind of swivel in here like I would have expected. The hands are just on this ball peg. So there is that. And let's see, put that back on there. And it's very stiff, but it does move, as you guys can see. So it works. The hands come off, or this one comes off rather easy. Let's see. Yeah, this one kind of does too. So yeah, you'll kind of have to hold it in place whenever you're moving it. It might take two hands to articulate the hands on this guy. So be wary of that. Now, when it comes to the jacket, it is in 3 pieces at the bottom, so you can get it kind of blowing out. But of course, there is going to be some separation. Now, at the diaphragm, he doesn't really lean forward much. It's going to come more so out of the lower part of his body, but he does kind of crunch forward. Not a whole lot, but it works. And then you do get this whole lot of freaking belly movement going on here. So there is that. He kicks forward about that much, which is actually better than I thought. He kicks back about that much. What? Huh? Full split. I was not expecting that. Oh, okay. All right, then. He could rip his pants, basically. He does have a thigh swivel. Let's check out these knees. Not the best at the knees, but it's not like I really expected these to be able to move that much anyway. Honestly, I'm surprised at the leg movement. No swivels or anything in here, no extra articulation. Foot goes down about that much. Up, very freaking, whoa, very, 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 very far. So that's good. Very good ankle articulation. And then he does have a toe hinge, and there we go. So articulation wise, this guy, he's kind of crazy, man. They went in. I'll give them that. And it's not important, but this piece right here does rotate on the hat as well. I just realized that right now. Now, when it comes to accessories, this is where this figure, I guess you can say it lacks. In my personal opinion, it's only partially just because I know it probably cost them a lot of money to sculpt this figure. Yes, we can complain about how much action figure companies make, but at the end of the day, I know this was a really, really strict budget figure with all the crazy designs going on here. But I'm not going to not call it out. Anyway, he does come right out of the package with this signature smirk, looking really dope. You got the missing teeth, looking good once again. And then he does come with a pair of fist hands. Then he comes with a pair of hands for whenever he's using his devil fruit abilities. As you can see, once again, the rings are painted on very, very nicely. All a different design as well. So that's super cool. Then you've got these kind of reaching, grabbing, gripping type hands. I cannot stop looking at these rings, man. This is freaking cool. And then, of course, he does have a pair of, I guess, slightly relaxed hands, if you want to call them that. So these are cool, too. Then he does come with his face, which I'm so glad they included, man. I cannot look at this guy and not hear his laugh. I just can't. And you also notice that the beard is not attached, the lower half of it. It is meant to basically plug onto all of the extra faceplates, which is a strange design, but they also did it with Kaido. So here is, well, if I can keep it in my hand, here is the other where you can see he's very irritated, angry. He could have just gotten attacked, whatever. But I'm glad that they included included an angry face as well. I do wish we would have gotten like an irritated look or something just to add another expression, but this is cool. Now he does come with a DLC faceplate for Gear 5 Luffy. I actually love this so much more in person than seeing it in promo images. This is based on, I think, one of the manga covers, so really, really dope. And then he does come with, I'm only going to show two, but he does come with three blickies, which basically tuck in here, and that's what these are for. That's why I kind of looked weird without them being in there, but now that we've got them on, it looks a little bit better. So yeah, we've got the figure looking complete here. Well, sort of. He does come with two other things. He comes with this little stand, which is basically meant to hold him up by the middle half of the figure. So if you've got this guy posed up on a shelf or something, you just kind of sit this under him so he doesn't fall over. He is a very top heavy figure, but I will say that he does stand very well, so it's not going to be a problem. Now, last but not least, he does come with this fabric cape, which I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't like this, man. I don't like this. I know we complained about getting soft goods, but this is not he, bro. This right here is not he. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you got cats, do not let them get a hold of this. They are going to have the time of their life destroying this. So yeah, but as you can see, you've got the Velcro piece right here, and basically what it is for is it pegs on to, or not pegs on, just sits on the back of the figure like this. And I don't like this, bro. It might be accurate to the anime. It's not he, bro. This is not he at all. I don't like this, but they listen to us. It works with certain things. This is one of those where I don't think it does. So yeah, you guys can tell me how you feel about this. Now moving on to some size comparisons. Here he is standing next to the Wano Straw Hats. As you can see, we've got him standing next to the SH Figuarts Wano Luffy, the SH Figuarts Wano Zoro, and the SH Figuarts Wano Sanji. It's crazy just how much bigger this figure is than the Straw Hats, man. And I do think this right here is probably 100% accurate to the anime. I think Blackbeard really does stand about this height next to Luffy and the Straw Hats. So again, great job on that, Tamashii Nations. Kaido was a little too small, but this right here works. Now, next up, here he is standing next to the brothers. We've got him standing next to the SH Figuarts Gear 5 Luffy. This is the first release. We've also got him standing next to the SH Figuarts Portgas D Ace, which is still the best figure in the line. And then we've also got him standing next to the SH Figuarts Sabo, leader of the Revolutionary Army. And lastly, here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts Trafalgar Law, the SH Figuarts Eustace Kid, and the SH Figuarts pre-time skip Shanks. Hopefully we get that post-time skip look soon, because I need that. Now for me, this is a figure that comes with perfect timing. I've been watching One Piece a lot lately, and I love everything that Blackbeard is doing in the background, basically setting himself up to become the main villain of the series. Now that's not a spoiler because it hasn't been confirmed, but I watch enough anime to know where this is going. Either way, man, super dope figure. When it comes to the main body, the design, the sculpt work, I have absolutely nothing to complain about, man. They did a phenomenal job with it. The soft goods cape, trash. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, trash. To me, I don't like it. Now, if you're someone who likes it, then hey, shout out to you. I'm just not feeling it. This is one of those times I would have been okay with a soft rubbery plastic, not that hard plastic, but something soft, rubbery, and can slightly articulate. I think that would have been better than this Velcro fabric piece. This just ain't heat. Now, the fact that he doesn't come with any devil fruit accessories sucks, man. It sucks because he has not one but two devil fruit powers. I feel like they should have at least given us one, man. We should have got some kind of black smoke effect or fog effect, flaming looking effect, something, man. They could have given it to us with the price of this figure. But again, man, I know for a fact that it probably cost them a lot to manufacture this, and this isn't one of those that they could just re-release at any given point. So I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. Hopefully we get an accessory kit for the One Piece figures. Maybe some accessories included for this guy as well as some other figures. As long as they do that, then I think we're good. Is the price justifiable? No. At the end of the day, this figure is still too expensive. Do I like it? Yes. Would I pay for it a second time? No. And if I wasn't as big of a One Piece fan as I am, then I wouldn't have paid for it the first time. Now, if you guys are wanting to get your hands on this guy, he is still in stock in a lot of places. I think plenty of people skipped out on this, probably waiting for a sale, which is a good idea in my opinion. So if you want to wait for a price drop on Ami Ami, Hobby Genki, or anywhere else, do that. I mean, I don't see this figure selling out. But overall, that is my review of this, guys. Sorry it took me so long, but I hope that you guys did enjoy it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because that always helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep all my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.